How you going, brothers? And the occasional sister. Look at these beauties. Woo! There's something really awesome about growing tomatoes. I know. It's just growing vegetables, Clay, but fuck me, it's a buzz when you get your first tomato like this. Look at that green, fat little bastard there. Looks like a big pumpkin, doesn't it? You can see there where the flower goes from being a flower to a tomato. But what is a tomato? Is it a fruit? Or is it a vegetable? Look at these guys. Beautiful. Look at those. Just going to pop out little cherry bombs. I use this stuff here because it's stretchy. And I use it to tie them up rather than just normal string. And it works really good on them. Anyway, welcome to the Therapeutic Club. There's a lot of things that I find very therapeutic. One of them is hunting. Going out and killing shit. And I know, it's probably not that therapeutic for everybody. The other thing I find very therapeutic, do your fire play, is fishing, going out in the water and just hanging out. I find that very therapeutic, very anti-stress. Out there, big deep breaths in the sea and catching fish. I love that. Another thing I find very therapeutic is making things with my hands. There's a good one. I think if I ever end up in a nut house, I'll tell them to give me some wicker so I can make wicker baskets, or some harakiki so I can make flax, because I find when I'm making stuff with my hands, very, very therapeutic. Another thing is just making things in general, like making a boat or something like that there. But another thing which is really good, and if you guys like suffer some sort of, I don't know, problem like depression, or maybe you've got a little bit of anxiety, or maybe you've got a phobia, or just something that's sort of fucking you up a little bit, you don't feel very happy, I reckon get out and grow some plants. And don't say, oh yeah, but it's okay for you, Clay, you got a glass house. Or okay for you, Clay, you got some land. Don't need much, mate. Get yourself a bucket. Go to the recycling station, get an old half a muscle boy, fill it up with some dirt. You can find dirt anywhere just about. And plant some shit. And I'd suggest courgettes is a good starter for a young person, because right now my courgette plants are just spitting out courgettes like they're going out of fashion. And that's a heap of courgettes. And courgettes are expensive to buy too. And you can do this, and you look at your plant every day, and I get a wee bit excited. And I don't like just anybody coming out and taking my plants. Like, my son come over, he's staying with me, my son right now, and I said, go and help yourself, son. He went to the garden, he picked some beans, and suddenly I thought, oh fuck, my beans. He's picking my beans. I get this ownership, and then it's stupid because I grow all this food for everybody, but I want to pick the beans myself. That's just something which is a bit of a little idiosyncrasy that I have with my plants. I don't like people going out and just helping themselves to my plants, because they're my babies, I spend hours growing the bastards and tying them up and doing shit with them. So I'm a wee bit anal about who fucks with my vegetables and my tomatoes. Are they fruit or vegetables? They're fruit, aren't they? Tomatoes. I always get that one mixed up. Anyway, regardless of that, they're really awesome to grow, because suddenly you've got all these vegetables that you normally had to go and pay money for at the shop, and suddenly you're growing them yourself. I'm tying these up because they fall over and break if you don't. And I've got one here that's already done that. So you've got to get onto them before they actually go too far. What are they? They've got to be fruit, don't they? Pips. They got seeds like an apple. Oh, I don't know. Not so important anyway. These are going to be good tomatoes. Now, this glass house was given to me by a real good bastard. And not only did he give it to me, he also delivered it to me with a freight truck. He worked for Main Freight. And he dropped off a whole bloody glass house. How about that? So it was actually given to me. Some good bastard. Like some gold-plated good bastard. A whole fucking, glass house. I mean, shit. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Someone gives you that. There's some good people out there in the world. Gotta say, I mean, I didn't really do much to deserve it, other than make a few videos and wake him up on YouTube. He says, no, Clay, I'm giving it to you. And that was a time when I was doing a lot of hunting. Last year I haven't done so much hunting. Refrain that. The last year I haven't posted so much of videos about hunting. I did a lot of hunting, didn't catch bugger all. It was a shit year for the hunting for me. Down to really only one sort of main dog. It was Pace. Post pretty much retired. And so I didn't post a lot of videos, because if you post videos of just going out hunting and not catching anything, people get bored watching videos of just catching. So there wasn't a lot of content for those viewers of mine that like to watch my hunts, because I'm not just going to post going hunting all the time and catching nothing. Otherwise, people might find out the truth about me, and that is, oh, I'm a useless hunter. Well, I only got one dog. Actually, the forestry in Nelson, if you've got one dog, good luck with that shit. Anywhere else, you'll catch a heap. Anyway, we've got our tomatoes tied up in the time I've been waffling to you guys. And I've also been tying other stuff up too. Like, for instance, this kale right in front of me here. He's tied up because he's a big bastard. Look, he's like a big tree of kale. Huge. Massive. One of you brothers told me to cut this, so I did. I pruned it right back. Cape gooseberry, she's cut right back. Got some young fruit just coming down there, but we'll get more as the shoots start to grow away again. Now that's a really good value plant for you guys to grow, Cape gooseberries. I got that one there. I got it down the beach, I found it and brought it home as a cutting, but you can buy them at Bunnings Warehouse and get them, and they're really yummy. I put this big net over my strawberries, and you can see there's a few strawberries growing there. If you poke in there, you'll see. But bloody rats at the bottom come up here. They chew through here. This is a brand new net. Look, and they've just chewed through here as well, and down here. Didn't take long. This is what it looks like at the back of my strawberries. It's an old bed. You can see the spring through there, and then I've got wire mesh over this to keep the birds out and the rats out. Of course, they can't chew through that, but they chew through the other side. So that's an old bed standing up with some bits of wood, and it's not even treated wood, just bits of stuff I'd lying around. And you don't need a lot of room. I mean, it stands up as high as me. And then on this side here, inside it's got these troughs. The troughs are made out of old guttering off the house. You can see each trough there, and the strawberries grow inside. So you can make something like this with second-hand stuff from the refuse station, and you can grow like a thing for strawberries, and you get a lot of strawberries out of that. A piece of this pipe cut in half. I'm growing watercress on that. You can see it's watercress there. And I'm just starting to grow some fresh stuff. I've just cleaned this out because it had strawberries in it. And I've also got down the other end, it's empty, but I've also got some stuff growing. I've got spring onions. So you can grow spring onions in a tiny wee space here. You don't need a lot of space. These are mussel boys. So I've got spring onions growing in my mussel boys too. But this is an idea you can do, like you don't have a lot of space, you just get something like that there, and you make it, put a bit of dirt in there, make sure it's got plenty of food, like seaweed or sheep shit or horse shit, and a bit of compost, and there you go, vegetables. The other myth about gardening is you got to know lots of stuff about soil and all sorts of shit, and that's just not true. What you do is just make shit up as you go along, and you ask your mates like I'm asking you guys, and you learn, because I've been gardening really seriously for 2 years. And I built this great big massive structure here. I built this when I was really sick. I shouldn't have done it actually, because I put these big posts in the ground, these posts here, old deer posts, and I put this all in the ground when I was really crooked. I shouldn't have, but I was determined to have a food source before COVID hit us again. And now I've got these great big rows of plants. Shut up, Paige, you've already had 3 walks a day. Anyway, thank you to the person, one of you guys, that suggested do this, and I've done it. I took your advice. Is I put this cloth up here, right along there, that shade cloth. I got it right to the end there. I clipped it up, these little clips. You get these clips here from, I think you can buy these at Bunnings maybe, but I got these ones at the mega store. So just clipped over the wire like that. And basically, what the idea is that this here stops the sun directly shining on my brassicas. These guys here, because they seed really quickly, particularly lettuce, keeping them cool. And my spinach. A lot of these plants, I put some kale down there. It just stops these plants from seeding too quickly. Now my tomatoes, they'll be alright in here. They could probably do a bit more sun, but I don't want these lettuces to go to town too fast. And particularly these here. I think these actually cabbage, these ones. My sub-irrigated planter box is going mental. It's just going crazy. I've just picked some vegetables, Clay. I picked some of these out of here already. And the dill's going massive. Look at this dill. There's been like a bird or something having a peck around there. What's the story? It's been dug up. Better not be a bloody rat in here. Anyway, it's looking pretty damn good, isn't it? This dill, really nice for fish sauce. It's one of the things I like to put on fish. And I'm just going to tie some stuff up. This stuff here I've already started eating. I've been taking heaps off this plant and just growing, going to town. These big, great big, beautiful kales. Look at the size of these leaves. This plant I've been eating all week. You can see I've taken so much off it already. So it's feeding me. Got some chilies next to it. And tomatoes, they're going really well. Got a wee, what's this here? Little telegraph cucumber. They're the long ones you buy in the shop. So we're going to get some cucumbers off that. And look at this big tomato. I've just tied that up. Could do with another tie up actually. It's a bit wobbly. big solid tomato. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this up over here, and I'm going to tie up my pumpkin. I think it's a pumpkin, or it's actually maybe it's not. It might actually be, what is this plant here? It's just going crazy. It was, I reckon it's done this today. Like, it's just going, look at this here, it's huge. It's massive. I've also got some nice passion fruit growing here too that I put in. And I put these here for it to grow up. You can see it's wrapping its little tentacles around there. That's secured old mate, so he's a bit taller. Righto, cool. He's tied up, and he's tied up, and that's all a bit high. I'm even getting passion fruit. I've only just planted this guy like about 3 weeks ago. Got a wee passion fruit coming here already. So that's going to be good. Black passion fruit. And my first crop of tomatoes, I mean, these have grown so quick. What are these, cherry bomb growing in here? Beautiful. I love doing sourdough bread as a toast and putting tomatoes on it with pepper. Yum. Are these little ladybirds, are they a trouble? Are they a problem? Is that what it is? Or is that a disease? Or is that just the plant itself? It's fallen off. Oh, that must be the plant, is it? What are they? Is that something on there that's like supposed to be there? Don't know. It's not a ladybird, it's just something on the plant, isn't it? Was I supposed to break those off even? Anyway, that's me peppers. Nice little green pepper. They've got these little red ones, these little nuggets. Beauties, eh? I love peppers. I like stuff quite hot. I think these ones are about 30 Scoville, so they're not too hot. From flower to these beauties. Courgettes. Big fat yellow ones. And some wee green ones on their way too. Just about time for me to go and give my dogs a run after I water these. This is my first crop ever of kumara. And I'm growing them in bits of guttering, and this is a flashing along here. And I've got red carpet underneath so they don't go down too far, because you don't want them to bury into the ground. We'll see how we get on with those. I've got tamarillo, that's a pomegranate, and inside there as well I've got that growing, asparagus, right at the top. More black passion fruit. I do 10 seconds on each plant, that's how I sort of reckon it's enough. That guy's had his 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably a fast 10 second, and so forth. Got a nice wee array of berries along here. This guy, I don't know if he's going to make it or not. I bought these a year ago and I didn't have a garden made up to plant them out, so I've only just put them out now, so they've been in pots for quite a long time. Got some more beans growing beside them. Another row of kumara over here as well, because kumara is going to be in short supply next year because of the floods we had up in the North Island. And next to my kumara I've got my corn crop. I love corn. That's looking pretty good too. I'll be chomping on that probably, oh, I don't know, another 4 or 5 weeks. What do you reckon? Little dwarf beans growing on the ground just in the corner here. Heaps of them. Anyway, brothers and the occasional sister, thanks for your counsel and help on my garden. A lot of you have been really helpful. Some of you have even been in there and helped me with the garden. Stuart Webb helped me build some of that there. A lot of you have come around actually different times and caught up with me, and that's my garden so far. Some of my garden, I've also got my wasabi, and I've also got some other stuff growing in other places on the farm. I've lost my crop, I think, to rust. My onions and my garlic and my leeks have all gone red. I did take your advice and I put some copper on them, but I think they're a bit buggered. Anyway, going to run these guys through the paddock. It's their first run they've had since the grass has been cut down. I'm going to put a collar on old mate down here because he runs away if I don't put a collar on him. You think you're going pig hunting, don't you? That's the Garmin TT, and it's got these little prongs in behind there. You probably can't see them, but they're just in there. And they poke into the neck. I haven't even got a unit. I'm not even buzzing him or anything, but he thinks he's under control with that on. His previous owners obviously used it, so he keeps in, doesn't run away. Let's go. Little bastard's already picking the apples out of the tree. They haven't even started to grow yet. They're only tiny little hard apples. Oh, they need a bit of thinning anyway. You're going to get one, Pace? Get him, Pace. Oh, jeez. Good girl, Poe. Come on, let's go for a walk, mate. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's Gary and Pace right down the bottom paddock there. Not Pace, sorry. It's not Pace, it's bloody Patch. Where's Pace gone? Don't want him too close to those goats. I think it's Pace there. Gotta watch him because he'll track him down. Gonna do hay, oh, not in there, Pace. I was gonna say we're gonna do hay in the next couple of days. That bale's gonna have a big dog turn in it. You could have waited till we got outside. No. They're all pooing and peeing in the paddock. Right on me hay. Fuck me. I'll get that one out of the yep, that's out of the bale. Why the dogs have to poo right on the hay? Look at Pace going for that Pukiko. He's going to try and run it down. He's not going to get it. Flat knacker. He's fast in the paddock. He's enjoying having that hay going. He's loving it. Stretch the legs. Haven't been able to run through there. This grass has been really high. There's a hole in the fence down there, so you've got to watch those dogs. They'll get over in the neighbours. It's cool, isn't it? It's just an awesome feeling. So I'm going to get that and I'm going to put it in my shed. First year ever of having a place to store hay. Always had to sell it cheap to the guy that cut it. This year I get to put it in my shed and have it for myself and share it with the neighbours. Might sell a bit on the road. We'll see how we go. Anyway, that's the Bro Chick Club today. Hope it finds you well. And bros, if you are struggling with anything, try a bit of gardening. When I say struggling with anything, like just if you're sitting scrolling on your phone and you're wasting time, not moving anywhere, procrastinating, trying to look for gratification, get into the garden and you'll get some satisfaction. Believe me, you will. It's really, really satisfying growing stuff. And of course you come out with something at the end of it all. Oh, here's where the tractor found the bloody chair that I had in the paddock. I had it set up for doing some bloody, oh shit, some target practice. Oh, I forgot to tell him about that. Oh well, at least we can say the gun was grouping well, because that's at 100 metres at. And there's the old chair there. Shit. You're right, eh? Yeah, forgot to mention that to him. Yeah, she'll be right. Well, I'll pick that up and put it down by my shed. Have a good one, go steady, and I'll see you next Bro Chick Club video. See you later. Good dog, Pace. You're a good boy, aren't you, eh? You're a good boy, eh? You're a good boy, yes you are. Good dog.